Ollie.
Jack.
Stu.
Bjorn.
Ready for you.
Phil.
Natalie.
Come on then, mate.
Well, is that it? Then you're not even going to say my name.
You were the last one. I mean, I guess there's no need. There's no one else left in the pit.
No one else left in the pit except for me. Besides, that's not the point. I thought me and you were buddies, Ash. You know, boys in the hood, day one gunners, original gangsters.
Darren sitting in the tree, K-A-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love, then comes marriage.
Then comes your coffin in a horse-drawn carriage. If you don't shut up and get on with it.
I think you're making this a lot harder than it needs to be, bro. Can we not talk about this later?
Later, schmater, mashed potato. You drop a bomb and you leave a crater. You still haven't said my name.
Why can't you be less weird and more normal? If you don't want to play, don't play.
That's easy for you to say, dipstick. Consider this friendship over.
Why are you not doing like that, Ash? I thought you two were betting that's like Ant and Dec. Look, you're making him cry.
Not crying, how am I crying?
Quit being such a baby, Darren. It's just a game. Show some backbone, mate.
Yeah, where's your Dunkirk spirit now, history boy?
You know what? To hell with you lot. I'm done with this ceremony of humiliation.
Oh, come on, Darren's not that deep. Someone's always going to get picked last.
A fact of which I'm painfully aware of, but why does that particular person always have to be me?
For Pete's sake, it's only a bloody game.
Only a game. This is my entire life.
And you know what they say, don't you, Darren? Life's not fair. That's just the way it is. And if life really is a game, well, it's a taking part that counts, isn't it?
I'll take you apart in a minute, Ash. Boy, Darren, take it with a pinch of salt and stop being such a drama queen. You're eating into precious game time.
I think you're eating into his precious runtime, if anything.
Shall I go still the kettle on, or are we going to play some football?
Cheers, Nat. Milk, 2 sugars, and leave the bag in.
I mean, for God's sake, you picked Natalie before you picked me, and she's a girl.
And exactly what the hell is that supposed to mean, Darren?
You're not in our games lessons. You haven't been through the same rigorous training.
Okay, Alan Shearer. I find it so rich coming from you. Why do you think I'm here? Do you think I like being stuck on the hard court twice a week with other girls playing netball? Pinned to the spot every time I get the ball in my hands, wearing one of the stupid skirts looking like a Cindy doll. What, you lot are out here on the field playing my favourite game? Well, I've got news for you, Darren. These after-lunch kickabouts are the closest thing I get to playing a decent bit of footy a week. So if it's not too much trouble, I'd appreciate if you could save your little rant for the debate society.
More like masturbate society.
Good one.
The nerve on you, Darren. Believe it or not, I actually felt sorry for you there for a minute. Hovering around in anticipation, wincing in pain. Every time a name was called, just praying not to get picked last. Again, skulking around like a lost puppy. The look on your face, bro, you should have seen it. Reminded me of how I used to feel. Just trying to join one of these games in year 9. You don't know how privileged you are, just being able to play. No questions asked. I don't know, mate. You should probably look inside and find some inner peace or something like that. Or maybe you just need to practice more.
Yeah, Malco.
I beg your pardon, Lobster.
You heard what I said, Malco. You're a dim-witted, mal-coordinated spanner with a spatial awareness of a dodo and a self-awareness of a donut. You wobble around the pitch like a jellyfish, always fumbling the ball, never knowing where your place is. That's right. You're lucky that we let him play at all, bruv. If it were up to me, you'd be on the subs bench for the entire match. Maybe there you'd learn a thing or two, how to keep your eye on the ball and your mouth shut.
If it was up to me, he'd be playing hopscotch with the infants, and even then he'd probably trip over his own shoelaces, you dark muppet.
More like a soft puppet. I'll beat 7 shades out of you, bruv, no word of a lie. by the time I'm finished with you, mate.
You'll be chugging all that breeze through a QWERTY keyboard and drinking all your meals through a straw.
Yeah!
Lobster and Ash, the cable channel comedy cartoon duo. Taking swipes at little old me. Because you got the support of the crowd for once. Fudge it! So what if I am an awkward, short-sighted tool with 2 left feet? What if you're right? And no one wants me on their team because I'll severely hamper their chances of a glorious victory. Maybe I am more comfortable in Mr. Martin's history class than I am on this pitch. But the thing is, Lobster, the reason you don't get picked last for everything all the time is because you're a barbaric bully. You throw your weight around like you own the place, threatening everyone with violence on a daily basis. You hard tackle players on the pitch to get a good dumping whenever you can.
What's it, Malco?
You don't get as much as an honest word out of anyone about anything ever. Because you've got us all shook. I'm pretty sure everyone here thinks you're a turd muncher as much as I do. They just keep it to themselves for fear of wrathful retribution.
What's it, Darren? I ate pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
No wonder your breath smells so bad then. Oh. You should really consider seeing a nutritionist about that. Mercy!
Go on, Zaflon, I knew you had it in you.
Shut it, you!
I'll tell you what, Darren, how about this? In honour of your bravery and courage in the face of such adversity, you get to be the honorary captain of my team. How does that sound?
What? Really?
Yeah, really?
You want me to be the captain of your team? Amazeballs? Right, come on then, look lively, we haven't got all day. Yes, it!
And it's gone.
That ball last week.
It was a good kick though, wasn't it? Look how high it went. I've never kicked a ball that high before.
There's lots of things you've not done before, Darren. Lots of things.
Ash, my main man. Good to see you, old boy.
Prime Minister?
How's that reshuffle coming along? Smoked out the last of those rats.
Doing the best I can with the resources I have, Prime Minister, but any more smoke and they'll be calling in the fire brigade. Speaking of which, those cuts you're planning to make on the fire services are going down like a lead balloon with union bosses.
Can't we just fire them too?
No, Prime Minister. Good news is, however, you're still smashing it in the polls. People can't seem to get enough of your banter and bluster.
Good chocolate pud.
You've got that unbreakable Dunkirk spirit. People really feel like you're, one of the lads.
Well, I suppose I've always had a good way with people. I like to call it the common touch.
Indeed, Prime Minister. Well, I think today really is our big chance to bring it home for the blue team. Let's just remember to stay focused, shall we? Don't let anyone push your buttons. There's always some smart aleck with an axe to grind coming down with the sole purpose of ruffling a few feathers. You can't let anyone throw a spanner in our work during this phase of our campaign.
Don't worry about me, Ash. Cool as a cucumber.
You got this one in the bag. Now let's go get him, shall we?
Thanks to our collective national resolve, we are now on the brink of that fast, clear mission. Turn the tide of woes in our favour and build back better British businesses.
Prime Minister, Ash Liquor, the Daily Snail. First of all, congratulations on your overwhelming majority in the House of Commons last week. Are there any plans to extend your reach, or do you feel that galvanising your base is the key to solidifying your majority?
Good question, and thank you. Well, 6 of one and half dozen of the other. Whilst gaining traction in the new constituencies, we are delivering on our promise to the people who have supported us through the years by bolstering growth and making our economy flourish.
Natalie knows, the codependent. Will the Prime Minister care to comment on pay rises for nurses and NHS health workers, as promised by your party in its original manifesto? Not only has pay not increased, but failed to keep up with inflation.
This party has sunk £3 billion into the NHS, NHS associated partners. That's a 24% rise on previous efforts.
With costs of living through the roof and public services in crisis, all your party seems to be interested in is making further cuts across the board whilst forging deals with private companies that have no proven track record and, more worrying still, are nepotistically connected to members of your party. Yourself included. With that in mind, Mr. Prime Minister, what exactly are you doing to root out corruption in your own party?
Well, everybody likes a good party, Natalie. Pepper pig, sausage roll, footy on the telly, oversized cup of tea in a Sports Direct mug, milk and 2 sugars, don't forget. Lads.
Darren gotcha. The BBC?
Oh, bugger.
Bear with me for a minute, Mr. Prime Minister. But if you could address the concerns of one of our viewers who does indeed question your character, your judgment, your integrity, and your willingness to tell the unvarnished truth bluntly, with no attempt to divert the attention away from the question at hand. Are you able to convince our viewer that you are not tempted or willing to lie to get out of a tight spot?
No. I thank you, Darren, for your question. I hope the imaginary viewer, not imaginary viewer, I'm sure you have several viewers. When faced with hard times, we need to show resolve, backbone. We can't simply kick the ball out of the park just because we don't like the way the game is treating us.
Prime Minister, is running the country a game to you?
Well, not a game exactly.
In light of recent allegations from members of the opposition and your own party, described by a Westminster insider for having, and I quote, the manners of a coked-up baboon, the charms of a venomous serpent. His tantrums are fierce and fiery. His competence is non-existent, and I wouldn't trust him to run a raffle, let alone the country. Do you feel, in fact, that maybe you were just winging it, and not, for want of a better phrase, fit for purpose?
Venomous serpents!
No.
Baboons, bombers!
No.
I'll make you fit for purpose!